Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. It is me again, Lavonda Watson saying, Kids, that fire coach. And I am doing these videos simply because God is imparting so much into my spirit. And I want to share those things with you as He gives them to me. And so today, I want to talk about this thing that we obsess over: support. If you are in the space today where you are worrying about who is not supporting you, who is not coming alongside you as you build your business or as you pursue your dreams, as you pursue the vision that God has given you, if you are worried about that husband who is not supporting you, or the family members who are speaking ill about what it is that you do, if you're worried about all of the friends that aren't buying or aren't supporting or aren't congratulating you on all the things that you've done, if you are in that space, I'm talking to you today. I know exactly where you are. Trust me, I have been in business for 16 years. I have been building this practice, and I have had many experiences with those who support and who don't support. And so I want to share those experiences with you today. And then I want to give you a word. I want to encourage you in this vision that you're building out that God has given you. So I know what it's like to not have family support. So if you're there and your friends don't support, or your family, doesn't support, and they don't come to your events, or they don't purchase your products, or they don't, comment or, engage on your social when you talk about your business, if you are in that space today, I want to speak to you because I have published 6 books, and I can count on 2 fingers how many people in my family have actually purchased books. 2 fingers. But I don't want you to worry about that. I don't want you to be concerned with those who are not supporting, because I don't focus on the few who choose not to support. I focus on the thousands who have purchased those books. I focus on my readers and my listeners of the podcast who have come alongside me and received the word that God has put on my heart and on my soul for them. I don't focus on those who have not purchased or who have not supported. For those of you who are worried about husbands or ex-husbands that don't support, I've been there as well. My ex-husband did not support this practice. He did not believe that it would eventually become a 6-figure business. He did not believe that it would eventually become the $1 million business that it's headed toward. He didn't believe that, I could build something that could be impactful to this world. He actually made the comment one time that I just sit behind a computer screen and tap the keys all day. Yes, he said that. He'd be surprised what that tapping does for my life and for my community right now. But I say that to say it didn't matter what he thought about my business. I listened to God. I heard what God wanted me to do, what He was calling me to do. I knew what He graced me to do, what I was born and created to do. And I listened to God, and I walked out the vision that God was giving me. And I'm still doing that to this day. Thank God I now have a husband who is in full support, who actually reaps all the benefits of me being in business and me hearing God and walking out the vision that God gave me. And so if you are in that space, don't worry about someone who doesn't support or who doesn't come alongside you. This vision is between you and the Lord. You make sure you keep your eyes peeled on God, and you keep your ear to His heart, and so that He can lead, guide, and direct you into the space that He would have you to go. Now, some of you are also worried about those who are unsubscribing from your list or unfollowing from your social. Listen, that's par for the course. I had 8 people unsubscribe from my list last week, but guess what? I also had 13 people subscribe to the list last week. And so who do you think that I was most concerned about, the 8 that left or the 13 that came for more food, more spiritual enlightening, more spiritual encouragement? Totally focused on the 13. I didn't even look to see who the 8 were. Why? Because I am focused on those who want what God has given me to share. I am focused on those who receive from the podcast, receive from the books, receive from the business coaching, those who are growing and flourishing as a result of it. Listen, here's my advice for you today. Do not look around. Look up. I tell that to my success squad all the time. Stop looking around and look up. Focus on God. Focus on the call that's on your life. Focus on the gifting that He's given you that's going to make room for you in front of influential people. Focus on the work that you have been called to put your hands to. Like Paul says, walk worthy of your calling. Focus on what God has called you to do and do that. Do not worry about who doesn't support. Do not worry about who doesn't come alongside you. You stay focused and continue to do what God has called you to do. Listen, there's going to be harvest from the seeds that you sow. There's going to be a point where those who did not support will look in awe at what the marvelous works, at all the marvelous works that God has done in and through you. When that time comes, then you will be able to say, it was Him, to God be the glory. He will prepare a table before you in the presence of those who don't support. That is a promise. And so you just hold on to that and keep moving forward. You know, I love the story of Peter walking on water. And if you know me, you know it is one of my favorite miracles in the Bible. And I love that story for so many reasons. But I like that Peter took a step of faith and he walked on water. He took a step out of that boat and he kept his eyes locked and peeled on Jesus. He did not look back to see if John was supporting. He did not look back to see if Mark was supporting, right? He did not look back to see if the other disciples were actually cheering him on and supporting his miracle. He was focused on Jesus. He wanted to take part in the miracle. He didn't want to sit on the sidelines and witness it. He wanted to actually take part in the amazing things that God is able to do. And so focus on that. You focus on Jesus, just like Peter focused on Jesus. Now he got distracted by the storm, but when he began to fall, Jesus was right there to pick him up. He was not looking around to see who was in support of the great things that he was experiencing. And so that is my encouragement for you today. Do not look around to see who's cheering you on. Do not look around to see who's whispering behind your back. Do not look around to see who's waiting for your fall or your demise. Do not look around to see who's congratulating you or who's liking or who's commenting. You focus on the vision at hand. Keep your eyes locked on Jesus because He wants to do some miraculous things through you. He wants to do some miraculous things for you. He wants to help you to walk out the vision that He has for your life so that at the end of your life, He can say to you, well done, thy good and faithful servant. I know that's what you want, right? Certainly what I want. So stay focused, stop looking around and look up. Also, if you need someone to support you, I've got a huge community of women of faith who are supporting one another, encouraging one another. Come and be a part of community here. If you need support, we got it for you. We also got encouragement in a word. So get in the right circles and you won't have to worry about the wrong ones. I love you today. God bless you, my friend. Take good care of yourself and stay on fire for Christ. Take care. Bye.